Hello guys, happy new year. I'm back. It's always very weird to start a new vlog in the new year, so I'm just going for it whilst we are making dinner for the kids. Where do I start? Please comment down below and tell me, how was your Christmas? How was your new year? We had a really nice one. We had a really good one actually. We were saying like the kids are at a really good age. We got to actually sit down and have Christmas lunch. Wait, I feel like my lipstick is gone and I'm gonna regret not reapplying it. We got to actually sit down and have Christmas lunch. I mean, like, the kids didn't really sit and eat Christmas lunch, but as long as we didn't have to chase after anyone, they were all playing really nicely, like with their older cousins, playing upstairs, and we got to just enjoy it and drink and play games, and it felt really different and really lovely. And obviously like Christmas morning was really magical. It was just really lovely. What else can I tell you? The Secret Santa went really well between all the adults. Like, it was really nice. We were about to do our Secret Santa presents, and then my sister was like, oh, let's get the kids to open their presents first. And I was like, do you know what? Let's not, because I think it's really important for the kids to learn that it's not all about them. You know, they've had Christmas presents all morning. Let's see if they can sit and watch the adults do presents. And they did, and it was so fun because as everyone opened their presents, everyone was like, woo, like cheering. It was really fun. There were some really good presents. Let me show you what I got actually. I got a bottle of sake. Is it sake or sake? Sake.
Not sure.
I'm not sure either. And this little sake set. So this beautiful little pourer and then 4 little cups. I'm not actually sure if I like sake, but it's cool to have and cool to like offer when you've got guests over. Rich got this, where is it?
Under the sofa.
A massive game.
Oh, let's play it tonight.
What's it called? Makaram.
Karu?
It's an Indian board game, but like a massive board. It's really funny because we were all taking the mickey out of my brother-in-law. When he brought the present over, we were like, oh no, it's going to be a piece of art that nobody wants to hang on their wall. We were really mean to him and he got really annoyed at us. But it turns out it was the best present out of all of them. It's so cool. My sister has one. I don't know how to play it. We need to learn, but it's like, when you have people over, you can get out this massive board and play the game together, and I can't wait to do that. What other Secret Santa presents were there? There was like a massage gun, a wellness kit of like hand and body lotions and stuff, a giant tin of these Perello olives, like ginormous. Some good stuff. Oh, a portable phone charger. I'm gonna stink, Rich. I'm gonna stink. I'm gonna smell like fried onions. The time between Christmas and New Year was also lovely. Just lots of walks. I love London at that time of year. It's so quiet. We went for a walk on Christmas Eve to a park, like in Parliament Hill, where we go often, and it's normally heaving with people, especially the playground. You could never go there. And it was like dead. There was no one there. It was so lovely. It feels like you get a bit of London back. When you're a Londoner between Christmas and New Year, you're like, ah. So that was really nice. We just went on loads of walks and just saw lots of family. We also like baked on Christmas Eve. We baked some gingerbread cookies. That was a last minute spontaneous thing. We were like, oh, we haven't got any mince pies for Santa. Let's bake some gingerbread cookies. And my sister came over with her kids, and that turned out to be like one of my favorite parts of Christmas, even though we didn't like plan for it. Rudy really got into the decorating, and it was very sweet to see him do that. Another part of my favorite like part of Christmas. So my grandma couldn't come to our Christmas day this year. Sorry, it's very sunny today. It's like freezing cold but sunny. She's 94 and she's getting old and tired, and it's all a bit overwhelming. She lives on a first floor flat and it's hard for her to get out now, and she just decided she didn't really want to come to my sister's for Christmas Day this year. But we didn't want to not see her, and we didn't want to like her to miss out on the joy. So we went to hers a few days before and we did like a little present exchange. We had canapes and champagne, and it ended up being, without going into like too much detail of like what she's like now, it ended up being a huge sing-song where we just sang loads of songs and my cousin was on the guitar, and it was really lovely. It was completely bonkers and we all were like, this is mad, but in like a lovely way. She was happy, so we were just singing songs and like drinking and eating, and it was great, and she didn't have to leave her flat. What else can I tell you? Another highlight for me was that my sister found on her phone, she found loads of clips that the kids had filmed on her phone. So like my kids and their older cousins, a couple of their older cousins, had made their own movie. Honestly, I have never laughed so much in my life. The plot of the movie, so like one of the older cousins was the director, and then Rocco, my nephew, was like the main character, and then Gray and Rudy basically were like side characters. And the plot of the movie was that a kid, Rudy, had been lost for 10 years and they were trying to find his parents. But it was so funny. Honestly, I've never laughed so much. So moments like that, I will treasure that video forever. I obviously edited all the clips together to make it into a movie for them, and it's just brilliant. Couldn't have planned it. So funny. I'm feeling good about being back at work. I feel like last year was a really fun year in terms of like making content that I love, and I feel like you guys really enjoyed my content, so I just want to do more of the same. I want to like go into this year with a positive attitude, and I feel like I'm excited to make more content. I haven't got any big grand plans. Don't forget to put salt on your eggs in the oven. Can I just show you what Rich is making for lunch? This is our new favourite thing to eat, like mashed avocado, mashed egg, and then like kimchi and bits and anything we've got in the fridge, and chili oil. Oh, I love these new little shakers. Mash it in. Okay, anyway, I'll let you get back to your lunch. I haven't got any big grand plans this year, and I'm really chuffed about that because I had an epiphany over Christmas. Is that the word? I don't know what got me thinking about it. Do you know what? It might have been, I was listening to Caroline Hirons on Fern Cotton's podcast, and I think that just got me thinking because Caroline's like in her 50s, I think, and smashing life, and I just think there is so much to look forward to in your 40s and 50s, and I'm really looking forward to doing exciting things work-wise and business-wise when I'm in my 40s. And I feel like right now is just the time for me to like I feel like he's ruining the epiphany moment, Rich. I'm gonna wait till you're done. Maybe I should move. I'm gonna move to a different place. Wait.
I'm finished now.
It didn't feel like the right vibe. I'm going to need to go sit somewhere else.
Chili oil everywhere.
I think we are all made to feel like we should always be doing these big, new, exciting projects and stuff. But I'm 37, but I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. Like, those first 5-6 years of your kid's life are so precious. You're never going to get them back. They're never going to be small and cute again. And we're really like shaping them as adults, as humans right now. And I really want to enjoy it. I want to have some kind of work-life balance. I mean, it's a bit off. I do work a lot, but because of the flexibility of my job, I can still do school pickups and stuff. And I want to just do more of what I did last year, which was like still love my job and do fun things, but still feel like I'm present and like in my kid's life. I don't want to miss out on that right now. So my goal for this year is to do more of what I did last year. Work with brands I love, make content I love. But I feel like the bigger, exciting stuff will happen later in life. And there is a risk there because maybe in my 40s I won't have an audience, you know, and I'll go, oh, I wish I did something back then. But that's a risk I think I'm willing to take because I'm enjoying my work-life balance at the moment. So that's what you can expect from me this year, but I'm excited for all the content. My first PR package of the year. I have absolutely no idea. Oh my God, it's a good one. Oh my God, I really wanted to try this. Lisa Eldridge has a new product out that is so genius and so exciting. I've watched Lisa Eldridge for years, since I started my YouTube journey, and she's always talked about pinpoint concealing, and now she's created a concealer pen, so you don't need to put concealer on with a little tiny brush like she does. You could literally just, wait. Oh, cute, I got a little like case for it as well. Oh my God, they sent me 3 shades. Okay, 1, 2, 3, I feel like I'll be like a, oh no, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Okay, so they sent me 3 shades, 3, 4, and 5. I think 5 is probably the closest, but there are so many shades, so there'll definitely be something that like suits everybody. So this is what it looks like. It's a concealer pen. She's actually patented. I'm pretty sure she's patented the word, yeah, pinpoint as a concealing technique. Genius. So it looks like an eyeliner. It looks like a lip pencil, but it is a concealer and it's got a sharpener in the base as well. So the idea is, and I guess this isn't an essential for me in my routine because I don't do that perfect skin thing. I've got beauty spots, hair, moles, all kinds of things on my face. So it kind of, you know, I'm not trying to get that perfect skin. I never will. But if there is the odd spot or something that you are trying to cover, let's see this, I've got a little mark here on my nose. The idea is that you literally just like scribble it on and then just like pat it in with your finger, and it's easier to cover And it's like something handy you can just keep in your bag instead of a concealer pot and a brush. I would definitely carry that around with me if I had the odd like spot or blemish to cover up. I still think like raised spots are always going to be quite hard to cover. But I think that's genius. I think it's going to do very well. How much are these? £27. 16 shades. Okay, I'm kind of procrastinating because I need to tackle my inbox and I've got emails in there that I just like can't get my head around yet. Making content is easy for me, like coming back on here, making reels, that is the stuff I love to do. I've already made 2 reels this morning, started this vlog, but the admin side of the job, not so fun. But I need to go and do that now. Also, just to quickly mention, I'm not obsessed with this water bottle. I was sent this from Vive and I was like, okay, a water bottle. Like, to be fair, I get sent quite a lot of water bottles. They've become a very non-exciting thing to get. So I just like put it in the drawer. And then my one green bottle broke. So I was like, oh, I'll start using this. Oh my God, what took me so long? This is the best water bottle I've ever owned. It looks so basic and simple, but let me tell you why this Vive water bottle is the best one I've ever tried. Well, I haven't checked if it's non-spill. I don't tend to put it in a bag, but I can't imagine Jamie would make a water bottle that isn't non-spill. Everything she does is brilliant. Okay, first of all, this is genius. This little hook handle, when I'm walking around the house, when I'm carrying it anywhere, it is so perfect. A little finger hook. That is the best thing about this. But then also, this is the little spout, and it's not round. It's like the perfect shape. Just fits so perfectly in your mouth. Can't explain. Just so much better than a round straw. So well done. I would obviously like it in some other colours, but this is lovely and neutral. Really great. I've actually got so many things here on my beauty desk to talk to you guys about, but maybe I will just trickle them in over time. I'm going to go upstairs and tackle my inbox and catch up with you later. Sorry, I ended that a bit abruptly yesterday. It is the next day. We are fully back into the school routine. It was a bit of a shock on the first day, not going to lie, but we're back. Sorry, this is Superworm. This is like Rudy's favourite Christmas present. Out of everything he got, he loves Superworm. And the irony is he's actually quite scared of worms, like real worms, but he loves Superworm. Anyway, I'm just trying to like tidy the house after the chaos of this morning and get my life in order a little bit. I look a bit dishevelled, I haven't done my hair. Does anyone else just pretend they're tidying up? But in fact, I'm just moving things from the dining table to the sink area, but it makes me feel good. Look how cute these are. I got these for when we do like Friday night dinner because I want to try and start doing things like that with my kids more, even though I never did it growing up. I got some candle holders. I think they're Oliver Bonus. I just thought they were so pretty. I need to get another candle just for when they're in there like during the week. Also got this little table runner from Dunelm. Oh, sugar, that's got water in it. Just realised the table runner is already dirty. Oh, how does anyone keep anything nice in their house? Dirty tables covered in stuff. But look, I thought that was quite cute. I saw that in Dunelm. It's got a really cute little scalloped edge. I'm going to pop that in the wash. Why does this feel like it can't be washed? 40. Perfect. I'm going to give that a wash. Let's give this little table a wipe down. My dining table just ends up being covered in random little notebooks and pens. I'm going to put the drawer in on the fridge. I have been making quite a few little mini home updates, things that I've just like always wanted to but never finished. I think in the next vlog I'll show you guys all of those little home updates. Oh, just got like paint everywhere, whatever. Dining table's meant to be lived in, right? I can't be precious about it. I just don't want to be that mum that when I have play dates, I'm like, oh, don't touch the only thing I'm like that with is the spinny Soho home chair. Kids love that thing. And I'm like, please stop swinging on that chair. It's really expensive. But everything else, I'm like, you get that kinetic sand in the grooves of my table. You go for it. The reason I was talking about home updates is because I was looking at this monstrosity. I am over this fruit bowl. That's quite a depressing fruit bowl, really, isn't it? Like this. For anyone that doesn't live in the UK, this is the sort of fruit we've got to deal with. Like, what even is that? So unappealing. I really want to get a new fruit bowl. This is such an annoying fruit bowl. I just haven't found the perfect one. I am on the lookout. But a fruit bowl is great because it kind of works as like a centerpiece, but it's also practical because you can store your fruit in it. So I'm on the lookout for that, and I mustn't forget. I'll tell you all the other like home updates and things probably my next video. Also, can you guys on here please make sure you are following me on Instagram? And I say that not because I just want you to follow me on Instagram, which hopefully you do, but because I am planning a mega giveaway to celebrate 15 years as a content creator. I don't think I've ever done a giveaway before, or I don't do them often because they're a logistical nightmare. Like, I always like to do everything like to the book, how it should be done. But with giveaways, you need to have like T&Cs on a landing page. There's all these like rules and regulations that make it just really quite tricky to do. But I really want to do one for my 15 years. I saw Fleur did a little giveaway and it's a really cute idea. So I've been gathering all of my like favorite things, or things that I'm quite well known for, things that you guys have loved over the years I've recommended. And it's coming together as quite a nice little list, but I am going to do it on Instagram because it's just logistically a little bit easier. But I don't want you guys to miss out. So if you're following me on here on YouTube and not on Instagram, please go give me a follow on Instagram. I don't know exactly yet when it will be. As soon as I've got all the items and I've put everything together and I've done all the T's and C's, I will put it up as a reel on Instagram. So go follow me on there if you would like to be part of the giveaway. I have been thinking in very Lydia Millen style, how I can take small pleasures. You hear that buzzing? Let me turn these lights off. Oh, that's better. How I can take small pleasures and moments of enjoyment in this like mid-winter that we are in. January, February is a tricky time. It's very cold. I guess there's not much to look forward to because Christmas, New Year's all been and gone. We haven't really got any birthdays in the family or just anything really. So apart from like putting in nice plans with friends and stuff, it can drag a bit, and it's just cold and miserable weather, isn't it? Well, actually, when it's bright and crisp and cold, I don't mind it so much. I just don't like the rain. So in my mind, I'm like, how can I just take small moments to enjoy winter? I think it's a really great thing to do. Instead of just wallowing in the misery of it, thinking, how can I just take one moment every now and again to enjoy winter? And one thing I thought of is, well, it always comes back to food for me, doesn't it? I love food. But making chicken soup is such a winter staple for me. I always like to have a batch in the freezer because there's lots of bugs going around. Someone's always ill. At the moment, my mum and my niece have both got the flu bug, and I always like to make sure my freezer is stocked with chicken soup. I'm actually going to check now to see if I've got any, and if I do, I'm going to take one out and let it defrost today so that when Gray gets back from, well, I'm taking her to swimming after school, and it's a cold time of year to do swimming lessons. It's pretty brutal for these kids. So after swimming, I thought she can come back and have some chicken soup. And if I like fill it with like little pasta and stuff, it's a bit more filling as a dinner for her. And that would be a really nice treat. And then I thought maybe I would make a new batch of chicken soup and restock the freezer. Is this my excuse to go to supermarket? Yes. But you know, we need some more fruit. We need more fruit. We actually have a list of things we need. I don't know why. Our food shop came on Saturday. I don't think it was a very good food shop. We seem to have run out of a lot of things already. Yeah, I'm hoping one batch of chicken soup left in the freezer. So I'm going to let this defrost. I mean, will it even defrost? I wonder if there's like a warm place I can put it. I don't think there is. Everywhere's cold. I'm going to just leave it out and hope it defrosts. These are what I use to store my soup and like pasta sauce and things. You can get them in most places, soup and sauce bags, but they're really good because instead of like a sandwich bag, which is just a bit like floppy all over the place, these stand up by themselves. So if you do that, you can see they can like stand, and you pour your soup in, seal it up. You can write the date which you made it, which obviously I never do, but I should. Let's make some chicken soup. I wonder if I'll be able to eat some myself. It always tastes better on day 2. I don't know why, just it does. Okay, let's head to M&S. I don't know if they'll have everything I need, but I think I can get stock cube. I only like to use Telma stock cubes for my chicken soup. I'm just put on like a little bit of lipstick because I feel not the best. Thanks, it's MAC lipstick, of course. I'm gonna get a Telma chicken stock cube from my brother-in-law. I'll have to owe him one back, 1 or 2 maybe. But I think I need to give his drill back anyway. So I'll go there and I'll say, Drill for a chicken stock cube. That is the exchange I'm willing to make. I need my phone. Problem is I haven't had lunch. It's 12 o'clock, I haven't had breakfast, I haven't had anything. So going to the supermarket is just a terrible idea. Have I shown you guys on here yet my pickle girl keyring from Jamie Page Doodles? I definitely showed it on Instagram. Is that not the cutest thing you have ever seen in your life? I love it so much. Thank you so much, Jamie, for sending me this. She sent me like a box of loads of goodies from her stationery shop that I'm obsessed with. She's so talented and her ASMR videos are insanely pleasurable. But the pickle girl keyring, unreal. I love it so much. Okay, drill. Oh my god, it's on. How do I turn it off? Okay, I don't know. Drill, light off. Let's go. Secured the goods from my sister. She gave me a whole box. Definitely need to owe her back. Okay, I've almost got everything I need from M&S, but look, Valentine's Day stuff is out. Let's see if there's anything worth writing home about. Easter, oh my god, Easter stuff. A bit early. Oh, this looks good. Pretzel party. Salty pretzels drenched with milk and white chocolate topped with speckled eggs and candy coated chocolate chips. Okay, that looks amazing. You could totally make that yourself, but it looks great. I just quickly popped into Dunelm because I need to buy a load of jars. I'm hoping they do some cheap jars. That's kind of what I need, just like a cheap jar, but these are a little bit small, I think. And the bigger ones are a bit expensive. I think it's going to be an Amazon job. Note to self, always bring more than one bag because I'll always end up filling the bag. I've got like a massive tote bag on my shoulder. I ended up getting flowers as well because I thought they would bring some brightness to this gloomy January day. Okay, let's tie my hair up, get it out the way. It's definitely due a wash, like tonight probably. I'm just gonna pop any freezer bits in the freezer. I think it's just these little breaded cod. And then I think I got for myself for lunch, I mean it's 1 o'clock, I'm very hungry. I just got this Moroccan fruity couscous, so I'm just gonna eat that, I hope you don't mind, whilst we start on this because time is getting away from me. That's good. Do I fill the vase that's on our kitchen island? Or do I fill the vase that's on the side table? This was a gift from my friend Lucy for my birthday from Anna and Nina. Same people do these mugs that I really love. Very cool. I haven't used this one yet, so I feel like I want to. I just got very easy, like low maintenance. They're not even flowers, they're more like greenery. I think this is a type of eucalyptus. Yeah, it is, but it's like a different type, you know, that type of eucalyptus, and then some baby's breath. Is it baby's breath or elephant's breath? Gypsophilia, which I think is baby's breath. Pretty sure elephant's breath is Farrow and Ball paint. Maybe I can split them between the vases. Let's see. Put some water in. Just going to take off some of the lower leaves so they don't like sit in the water too much. Got a couple of things that I'm looking for in my home that I thought you guys could help me with. Wait, I've just remembered one, but I've forgotten the other one. While I try and remember, one of them, I would really like to hang my lemon and limes. I thought I could double up as like storage and decor. If I get something here that hangs, it would add some really gorgeous colour. Basically like a hanging basket. Is it something I just need to basically make myself, or is there such thing as like a wall hanging lemon and lime basket? I think I could probably split these between the vases. Why have I forgotten the other thing? My memory. This isn't it, but whilst I remember, a really good lasagna dish, but not a boring perspex, whatever they're called, clear one or just a white one. I want like a colourful, really nice one that you want to serve a lasagna in. But I find they're all too shallow and long. I want like quite a deep kind of square one. So you can do lots of layers of lasagna, like 3 or 4, I don't know. But I feel like they're always just too long. I'm on the lookout for a lasagna dish. It's nice. And then I'm going to put that on the table in the middle. I spotted this, thought we could try this. after I've made the soup. Kalamata olive tapenade. I love tapenade. It's basically olive paste. I specifically like black olive paste. But this is like, Kalamata olives are Greek olives and they're delicious. They've got quite a different taste. So I just thought that would be nice. I mean, I should spread it on a cracker, really. Mmm. Wow, that's so good. Really rich. Mmm. Garlicky flavour. Wow. Oh wow, that's so delicious. I could eat the whole pot with a spoon, but I won't. That is going to be great for like an evening savoury treat on a cracker. Let's make chicken soup. How many times have you guys watched me make chicken soup on this YouTube channel? Leave a comment down below. If you are new here, this might be the first time you've seen me make chicken soup. If you're not new here, this might be the 30th time. No, that would mean like 2 a year. How many years have I been doing YouTube? I started blogging in 2010, YouTube 2012. Can't do the maths. I think I've made chicken soup on this YouTube channel many times. But you know, it's January, everybody's getting sick, it's cold, it's miserable. Let's make what we like to call Jewish penicillin. This soup will make you better. I can guarantee if you have a little cold or you feel a bit under the weather, it just works. I think it only works if you really put the love into it, you know? You've got to have the love when you're cooking it, but it always works for me and my family. I always start by getting the biggest pan that I own. This is my chicken soup pan. It's just big, it's massive. I want a big portion, you know? And I'm gonna fill this, not all the way to the top, because when you add all the veg, it will make the water rise, but I'm gonna add water to about here. I'll fill it up with cold water. Okay, now I'm gonna add my chicken to that water. Now, obviously, I mean, I wouldn't use amazing chicken because you're basically just using the chicken to flavour the soup. And we don't, I mean, sometimes we will eat the chicken. I know some people kind of get annoyed by this. It sounds mad to not eat the chicken, but you're cooking the soup for so long. The chicken and the veg actually become a bit like soft and all the flavour goes into the soup. So it's not really about the veg and the chicken. It's more about the soup, the broth that you're making. So don't be surprised if you don't love the taste of the chicken or the veg once the soup's cooked, because it's more about the actual soup itself. I eat the veg. I don't really like the chicken, like once it's been cooked for that long. But it's essential for the flavour. You're really meant to use a chicken like carcass if you're going to make like an amazing bone broth. And sometimes you can get like, you can go to the butcher and get a carcass. Anyway, whatever, I do convenience. I use chicken thighs. These are a bit small for my liking, so I'm going to put all 4 in. Chicken thighs with the skin on, very important. I'm going to just put those into the water. Okay, so now the chicken's in, I'm going to let the water come to the boil. And while that's happening, I'm going to prep all my veg. So what am I doing? I'm gonna do a couple of carrots. Maybe I'll do 3 small ones, 2 big ones, a whole onion. Please tell me I've got an onion. Yeah, I'm gonna pop a whole onion in without the skin on. By the way guys, I am still loving these IKEA prep things that I got. They're so handy. I will literally just put them down while I'm chopping, you know, and I'll put all the veg onto them. I'll put the skin on one. I'm gonna get all the veg ready. So I'm gonna do a whole onion just without the skin on. I'm actually gonna leave this end bit on because I find that it doesn't like fall apart as much, because again, you're not really gonna eat the onion, it's just for the flavour. I'm just gonna peel the skin off. Don't make me cry, don't make me cry. Sometimes I find it easier to just use a knife like this. I'm gonna do a stick of celery. I would probably do 2 sticks if the soup was just for me, but Gray hates celery, and picking out celery is just really boring. So no, you know what? I'm gonna do 2. I'm gonna do 2 sticks of celery. And then I've got swede, which I'll do half. God knows what a swede is. It's a root vegetable. Is it like a potato? No, it's like a mix. It just tastes like a root vegetable. And then I've also got a parsnip. I would usually put a turnip in, but for some reason turnips are the hardest vegetable to find. I can never find one. So no turnip today. Let's cut this celery. There you go, you can see me now. Cut that celery. If I wasn't vlogging, I would be listening to music, listening to a podcast, and actually there's something very relaxing about just making a soup. I'm gonna put all of the veg in there. That's my sister with my jumper. So you guys, can you comment down below, tell me. It's funny, I was just talking to Georgia actually. We were catching up and booking in some shoot days, and I was like, do you know what? I don't think I've got any goals for for the new year. I think my goal is to get to a point where I don't have any goals. And then she was saying that like some of her goals aren't necessarily goals, they're just like things that she wants to do this year, like nice things to look forward to and book in. And I was like, oh, those are nice goals. I like that idea, that's a nice goal. Like, I want to go on holiday with my friends or things like that. That's not a goal to me. Goal is like, I want to be with this many followers by July. Like, I don't like that kind of thing. But things to look forward to, I love that. So let me know what things you would like to book in that you're going to look forward to, things you'd like to do this year. Some nice ideas we can share, because all I've got so far for you guys is make soup. Not that inspiring, is it? I have though, we were chatting this morning, me and my managers, about a potential Foggy Mornings event, so that would be so fun if that happens this year. I would love to meet, like catch up with you guys in real life. We used to do them all the time before COVID, and yeah, I just think it would be so lovely. So that's definitely on my to-do list for this year. Definitely need a third carrot. What was I thinking? 2 carrots is not enough. Rich is going on this trip to Norway where he's going to be like canoeing and camping and whatever, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like surely I can go on some kind of girls trip. I know I occasionally go on a press trips, but it's not the same because I don't go with like people I really know. It's not, you know, it's not my own time. They're normally, it's a work thing, right? It looks fun, but it's a work thing. I would love to go on like a girls trip or something. The problem is like everyone's like, all my friends have kids now. It's quite hard to find people who want to do that and like can leave their kids and stuff. But that would be so fun. It's funny, when I first had kids, I found it really quite hard hanging out with friends who didn't have kids because I was so in it, especially, I'm talking first time with Gray, I was so in it. So all I could really think about was kid stuff. I didn't really know what else was going on in the world, and you know, it's hard to explain, but I'm sure some of you will understand what that's like when you have your first kid and like, it just becomes your whole world, and not in like a, oh my God, I love my kid way, just in like a, I don't really remember what it's like to be a normal person way. And I found it quite hard to hang out with friends who were still like living their free life. And then now that my kids have got a bit older, I'm really enjoying and craving hanging out with my friends who don't have kids. But just like, I hate cutting big things. It just adds a different element to your life, a different vibe. But I have to say, I'm kind of running out of friends that don't have kids. But I know also we'll get to the point where all our kids are older. But I'm definitely enjoying doing more of the things I did before I had kids as well as the things I do with my kids. It's a lovely mix of both. Really happy to be in that place. So I've done half a Swede, just peeling it, and I'm just going to cut off that little hard bit at the end. And again, I'm just going to cut this into little cubes and add it to my little veg bowl that I've got here. I saw on Laura Jackson's Instagram that she was selling, well actually, so she made a reel where she's using this calendar, and I didn't even know it was her own. I was just like, what is that? I need it. And it's actually a calendar that she sells in her Etsy shop, and I had to buy it because it's basically the whole year in one massive calendar. And she does this thing where she uses coloured tape, which obviously I've already ordered from Amazon, to kind of map out her year as much as you can in terms of like things to look forward to. And you know, she uses yellow tape to mark out the kids' school holidays and blue tape to mark out any holidays, and it looked so satisfying. It's massive, so I don't actually know where we'll put it. I think either in the loft or in the hallway upstairs, but it's such a great way to see an overview of the year. I'm such a visual person, I get really overwhelmed. Like, for example, on my work call this morning, I found it really hard talking about whatever we were talking about without having a big piece of paper in front of me and writing it down. I definitely sometimes need to get things out of my head and onto paper, so I'm really excited. I bought coloured tape, I've got this calendar coming, I think it arrives on Friday, and I'm going to map out the year. School holidays especially is so overwhelming. Rudy's starting at the preschool, which means he'll no longer be at like a private nursery. He'll have school holidays as well. He's too young to do like camps and stuff, so it's just a real juggle. Obviously, I know people have it a lot worse, but me and Rich do both work, even if my work sometimes looks easy, like me making chicken soup on YouTube. I'm sure most of you are aware. It's not really how it works. I still have clients, I still have deadlines, and yeah, just trying to keep that juggle between a job that I love and being there for my kids, school holidays. My mum can help a bit, but not to the level that I know some people get. So we want to try and like plan for that. What we're going to do with school holidays, how we're going to try and share the load, make it fun for the kids as well. Will I keep in that entire clip that I just said there, or will I chicken out, edit it out, and be too scared of people hating on me? Is that everything? Normally I would add in a big tomato, but I forgot to get a big tomato. Okay, I'm going to add in 2 Telma stock cubes. You can also do 1, but to be honest, I just think it's, because I'm not using like amazing chicken. I'm actually, you can obviously put it straight in the water, but I'm just gonna like smudge it like this and just put it over the veg, and then I can just put all of this in one go. That is gonna go into the soup soon. Once the water's come to the boil, you'll have this fat float to the surface. Normally there'd be more. Like I said, the chicken thighs weren't that big and they didn't have that much skin on them, but you just want to take that off and just put it in a little bowl, throw it away. Then I'm going to pop all the veg in with the stock. I'm going to like let it come to a boil, and then I'm going to turn it down. And my mum always describes it as letting it just like blip, blip, blip. So imagine just like a small amount of like bubbling. I guess that's kind of called a simmer. We always call it blip, blip. So putting all of that in, and then yeah, like the longer you kind of cook it, the more flavour it will have. I think it tastes better second day. I'll probably need to season it with a bit of salt and pepper as well once it's cooked. That is it, pretty easy. So I'm just gonna let that kind of do its thing. The motivation for me to tidy up is gonna be podcast. Although I don't know what to listen to. I love Miss Me so much. I just feel like me and Lily Allen have so many similarities. She says something on the last podcast, and I was just like, yeah, same. I'm gonna listen to a podcast. I need another podcast. I haven't got anything else that I like. I find it so hard to find podcasts that I like, so let me know if you recommend anything else. I'm gonna make myself a snack whilst I listen to a podcast and give the kitchen a blitz. These are leftover from Christmas. I love them so much. They're the M&S black olive crackers. Is this gonna be a bit much? Olive on olive. Oh well, I'm gonna have 4 crackers and this amazing tapenade. Oh my God, that is so good. I could give up chocolate and live on like flavours like this. Isn't that mad? Like, I'm such a savoury person. Don't get me wrong, still like chocolate. And every now and again I get a real craving, but the feeling I get when I eat something like this is just what I imagine some people get from chocolate. Okay, I'm gonna have some laptop time down here this afternoon. I think if you work from home, that is quite a good tip. Just to like, if you can. Oh, the battery's dead. And I covered the plug sockets. 1 minute while I go and get a plug extension. I think if you work from home and are able to kind of switch up where you sit. I mean, I have a desktop, but I do have a laptop as well. So I think a lot of people work from laptops anyway. Even if it's just moving from office to dining table, I find that like switching up where I'm sitting gives me a slight renewed energy. Because I think if I went and sat upstairs now and tried to do emails, I would feel very unmotivated. So I'm going to sit here now and catch up on the admin-y side of things. I've got choir tonight and I can't wait. I'm absolutely continuing choir this year. It was one of the best things I did last year. I love it so much. Sometimes I go a little bit early and have a glass of wine with some friends there, and it's just the best. It is the best physically, mentally, everything. Love it. I reckon I've got about an hour until I need to get Gray and take her to swimming. So I think what I'm going to do is something that I've kind of been putting off. I don't know why. It's actually quite fun, but I just like I've been putting it off a little bit. I am going to go through all of my content from last year on Instagram. I think I'll start with Instagram. YouTube vlogs have become more of like just behind the scenes, which I really like. Whenever in the past I try to do like more like beefy videos, and I call a beefy video like something that's more planned out, more like 5 things that or like wardrobe essentials. It just doesn't do as well. You guys just love the more casual stuff on here, which is fine with me. So vlogs and YouTube have become more just like bits and bobs throughout the week, whereas I feel like my Instagram reels are a little bit more thought out and planned. They're like little mini organised videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my entire Instagram with my very satisfying pen collection here, And I'm going to write down any content. Now the soup sounds like it's boiling too much. I just went to turn it up because it wasn't boiling enough. It's very hard to get that blip right. I'm going to write down any content that I think I could do again this year in a different way or revisit. Just kind of put it into my 5 different like categories, which are London, home, food, beauty, style. And I'm just going to turn the soup down. Might as well make this fun for myself. Food, style, London. Obviously some things kind of cross over. London and food, for example, they are often cross over, but that's cool. Food, style, London, beauty. Food, style, London, beauty, home. Squiggles. Okay, that was super productive and really fun to watch back on my content from last year. Oh my god, some of them I'd forgotten and they really just made me smile, so I hope they make you smile too. But yeah, that was really fun. I've got like a big list here, a working list of things to... Oh, how colourful it is, so colourful. I'm going to keep working on that tomorrow, but as expected, school pickup has crept up on me. I must get organised, I must get snacks in place. Also, if I'm going swimming, I need to change my clothes because it's so hot inside the swimming pool. So I need layers. I'm going to end this vlog here. I have got lots more videos coming up. I've got a couple of sponsored videos coming up in January that have like been carried on from the end of last year. New videos though, not old videos, but still working with some brands from last year. And I really hope you guys watch them and support them as you do with my normal videos, because my sponsored videos have loads of stuff in them. Just a small section is sponsored. So please do continue supporting the brands that I work with, because that is how I'm still here doing this job. Thank you guys so much. I've got to go make pasta and soup and pick up. Bye.